So like everyone had the question about like, okay, what about the user? Like, can everyone see everything? Can everyone edit everything? So today, this session, like, we'll just focus on how we can try to create the user role, and also like what are the different things what we can try to do in DHIS. Okay, right now I guess like if you go for, like we always was talking about two things, eh? You logged out? Okay. Yeah. So now we log in as a system that is admin user, yeah, like a super user. Like when you log in as super user, you see everything, all the modules, and you can do everything. Okay, delete everyone and like do things. And this is very, very bad. It's very, very few people should have that one. Okay? We were always used to say two tabs, maintenance and service. But there is one more called profile. So if you click on profile, and then you see your account and everything, log out and log in, and everything is in the profile. So I'll go to just a profile, and then it will show, okay, what is your email address, phone, mobile number, job title, birthday, and other things. You can have this one here. This is your, when you log in, you can see which user you have logged in, and this is your profile. Okay? Fine? And like we also have a profile and say settings. So here, like each user can choose his own interface and the language. Like for example, you can choose the database language or the interface language. There are two types of language here. The one you enter, like data elements and everything, all those things can be also have two languages. So you can have two or more. Yeah? And then interface language. Now we change the interface language to, let's say, Burmese. And save. Okay, nothing Indonesia. Okay. Or let's just take which we already know, Vietnamese. If you see, this is the interface language. Interface language is something to do with your screen. So if I go to maintenance now, so everything has been changed. It's to Vietnamese. So you can create your own languages and all. So like we'll maybe at the end we'll tell you if you want to use if you want to change the interface language, how we can do it. Okay, tomorrow or sometimes we can like have a session on to add all these different strings. Everything is online, so you can log in and have your own language created. For example, like apps management is not been translated, and we need to translate. How we can do that? That we can do it in another session. Okay? So remember, if you want to change your interface language, so you always go to profile, and then use the first one, R. Yeah, it's yes. I guess like we change it to English back. Including me can't understand Vietnamese yet. Okay. Profile and settings. When you click on profile and settings, there you can change your language. Database language and as well as your interface language. Database language, it means all the data elements. Data elements, data sets, data element group, levels, everything can be changed to different language. Okay? And your interface style. I don't like blue, I want to put green. Then you get the green. You are in the local, right? Okay, now you find it green and things. Okay? So you can change some of these things. Yeah? So this is in each user. But like other user, when he changes if you change, say, Vietnamese, and other user English, no problem. So that's the whole good thing about this functionality. So two user, different language, same system, no problem. Okay? So now we'll go to how do we create the user. Huh? Like before in that, like look, we have lots of modules here. Now I'll log out and log in as say M&A officer. Okay? Profile, log out. John 1. Okay. If you see now, the things has changed and the color has changed. And if I go to maintenance, I don't have all the options. I have few options. Few modules only can be seen. If I go to services, I have some of the things. Okay? And then I click on, let's say, data entry. And you see here, if you can zoom it. I don't see Sierra Leone, I don't see any other org unit. I just see my province only. So when you create a user, you can set, okay, this particular user is only belonging to this particular province. And then I can see all the district in the province and the health facility in that particular province, but not other hierarchy. Okay? So now I'll log out and log in as a data entry clerk. John 2, caps J. So now I don't see maintenance at all because data entry clerk don't have any maintenance. So he's only used to data entry. Okay? So data entry reports, that's what he can try to do. And nothing else more. So now we just see this one. Now I'll go to data entry. And now if I see here, I don't even see province. I just see one district. Zoom. And these are my health facility. And I can do the data entry for only for that one. You can also create a user role. Like now I'll click on the data set here. Select one of the health facility. And these are the different data set. You can also say, okay, this particular user only do data entry for ART. This particular user only do the for mobility. So you can set those things. Okay? So how do we set it? I'll go back to the system again, the super user, log out. Maintenance. And everything to do related to user are here. Okay, I click on user. And then this is where you create a new user. Okay, I click on new user, and say add new. Here, you create a new user, okay? Username, the password, it has to be 8-digit, one capital, and then some numbers. Okay? And then the surname, email address, interface language, you can choose database language, you can choose for that particular user. You can select the role here. Which role? Let's say data entry clerk. And then you can say this data entry clerk belongs to, let's say, one particular health center. If you click on the province, that means you can see province and everything below. If you click Sierra Leone as the country, you can see Sierra Leone and everything below. Okay? So now if I just click here, you can only see this particular health facility, nothing else more. This is how you create the user. Okay? So one more time. So we go back. Maintenance, user. We click on user and we say add new, and then we create the user. We select which role we want and we select which org unit we want to assign this guy. Okay? Fine? Even in the back? Okay? This is where you create the user. Yeah? Fast? Okay? Yeah, but like don't worry about this one because most of the things like not everyone should know this one, but like it's okay. This is how the things works. Eh? Now what we'll do, we go up. These are different roles. Like if you remember when you started the first day, we told you to self-register and we assigned you a role called D2A, DHS2 Academy. And everyone here is a super user, belongs to D2A, DHS2 Academy. Okay? Like for example, now I go back to user, maintenance, user, and we search any name, username? Anyone? Okay. No, just NABRAJ. Okay. Okay. So DHIS 1, it's here, right? So these two. So okay, Chinara, that's fine. CH. Okay, this is you. So I click here, profile. We don't have anything created. Okay, let's just go back. I just say edit. See, you have all the things around here. We don't see the password, but we can reset the admin can reset the password. Most of the time what happens, I guess like it also happened here. You create a user and then like user will say, sorry, I forgot my password. Can you reset it? You can reset that one. But you don't know what is your old password is. Okay? And you say you have the user role D2A and then you are assigned to Sierra Leone. So that's why you can see all the modules and you can see all the hierarchy. Okay? So now what we'll try to do is to create a user role like D2A. Yeah, you can create a data entry clerk user role, a program user role. You can create any user role what you want. Okay? So we go to maintenance, user. Instead of go to user, we click on user role. Okay? And we say add new. This is a bit tricky. The first thing is very easy. You give a role name. Let's say immunization officer. Yeah. And then here is the data set, list of all the forms, list of all the data set is here. And you can choose EPI stock. And then let's say mother and child health. Okay, that's fine. So now in user role you don't have org unit, okay? What you have is which form you can see. And here is the whole everything, all the modules. Like it's you have to know what to add. Okay? Let's just say I type C. And this is all the module. Okay, this person can see data entry module, export, import, light module. You can select all these things. It's a difference between you can just view. And then I'll remove that one and say update, add and update or add and update. Yeah. So here you can say, okay, this person, first thing is he can see the module. Second thing, what he can do in that module. If you go, you can add data elements. Come down. So add a facility, add an indicator, add a thing, so you can select what this role he can do. Okay? He can first is to view the module. Second is he can add an org unit, or he can edit an org unit. He can delete an org unit. Add and edit are the same. Add and update. But he can delete an org unit. He can delete a data entry. He can do the data entry. So you can do all the things. You have add and delete and see. Okay? C is to see the module. And then add and update is to give more functionality. What kind of operation he can do. Yeah? So let's just quickly add just C. Let's give him a dashboard. Okay, so you can see the dashboard. Yeah, it does not want to see data entry module. You can see reports, PO table, validation rules, data visualizer, GIS. Yeah, and that's it. So you can only see all these things. Yeah, and let's see. And you can't do anything else, that's fine. Yeah, and we just say add. And now we create a user. Let's say Martin. Yeah, we are creating user, surname, email address. And then when you come below, you see the immunization officer, what the role which we created now. We select that, and we say he belongs to one particular province. Let's say group 8. There should be something done. Okay. You can select anything, it's fine. And add. So this is how we do. We created a user. We created a role first. We made him like to enter few data set, and then we gave him what kind of role he can do. Okay? And then we log out. And now we log in as Martin. If you see, there is no maintenance part. If I go to service, you can only see this one, no data entry, nothing. Okay? So we can view all these different things. Fine? So you can do even minute things also. So I don't want to go into more detail on this one. Yeah? So usually what we do in any country, we first write down what all different roles we have, like data entry clerk, health worker, program officer, system admin, yeah, and the national core team. And then we can make sure, okay, who belongs to which role, and then we can tailor it up. It's fine. Okay, and each user can have their own roles. Any questions on this? Fine? Okay, clear? There is one more thing which I want to tell you. Let's log out and log in as a system. Okay, let's go to user again. Services, maintenance, user. Here, self-registered user. Like usually what happens, like you don't have to create everyone. We just say, okay, this is the access. You go and self-register. Yeah? So when I click on here, these are all self-registered user. Okay? Who have self-registered, like look, everything. Buddhika, everyone, these are the people who have self-registered by themselves. That means system admin didn't create it. So when you're in the logout in the first screen, the people can self-register themselves. But how do we enable this one? We go for maintenance, settings. In the settings, we have something called access. And then here you can say, do not allow self-register. Yeah, that means you don't see any icon there for self-registering. And if you say, yes, allow, then only the person who is not super user will be here. The role, which is not super role, that means like admin role, won't be shown here. Because what we believe, self-register should be like a guest, or let's say M&A officer, other things, but like not a person who can change everything, like admin, create org unit, delete org unit. We don't want to do that. Yeah? So if you see in the user role, we had a big list. You can't even see D2A because D2A has all the roles. So when I say self-register, there is nothing called D2A here. So that's why like what we did, when you were logging in, we created a D2A role and we didn't give anything. So once you self-register, the first day, you always had access denied, right? Yeah, so everyone say, access denied, access denied. I said, yes, that's good, because we didn't give you any roles. Yeah, so we just created D2A, that was blank role, so then it shows here. Then when you all register, then we assign D2A to super user. Super user won't be shown here. Only guest or minimum roles will be shown here. Fine? This is where you say self-register. And just let's just come back. And then you can also choose the org unit. Yeah, which level? Just click on that. So which province, if a person is self-registering it, where he should be. you can create a dummy org unit, and you can assign all the self-register there, or you can allow the access to the country or a one particular province or a district. You can do that one. And this is because most of the people, when you have DHS as your national system, people want to log in and look how is your performance is, how is your chart or health is doing. So, and then like you can say, okay, this is only for the country, or the other things you can do it. Okay? Yeah, let's come down here. Yeah. This is another thing with a request from most of the people came around. Because as a security, like if you've seen in most of the organization, you have to change, like University of Oslo, every 2 months I have to change my password. And it's long and it has like all the different characters and everything. And I always forget that. And I hated it. Like you can also do that here. The password, every user should change their password every 2 months, or every 3 months, or every 6 months, or 12 months. You can set that one. But this also belongs on the user, whether the users are level is higher. If in a country where users are like just basic, let's not use this one. Because then you will be having, every second month, you'll be having phone calls saying, can you please, I have lost my password, I can't log in, can you please reset it? Then you will have nightmare, okay? But if your users are very good, very nice, and like they know to change and update it, then it's fine. But in a national health system, it's very, very hard to fix this one. But this, we implemented because of the security features. They say like, okay, DHIS is now dealing with the tracker and the name-based module, then you need to have these security features. So then we said, okay, fine. Clear? Any doubt on this? So user, self-registration, the org unit, and account things. Fine? I'll just go a bit more. Like how to get here is maintenance, settings, and you see access, and then you get the self-register. Okay? Maintenance, settings, and access. So now like we'll see like what else is there in settings. Let's go for general. This is just system settings. Change the, so what is this used for? Infrastructure data element. No? Can you just make it bigger? Infrastructure data element. No? Oi, 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 oi. So did we all did the GIS module? Yes? Like this infrastructure, like what we thought, a health facility. When you click on a health facility, you have to show list of services is provided, right? And that is nothing but your data set. And you can set that one. When I click on health facility in a GIS, which data set I should show? Whether it is this data set or whether it is infrastructure or population, whatever you want to show, you can set here. Okay? And then when you click on GIS on your health facility, this data will be shown. Okay? It's very, very good to have this feature, because then when you click on a particular health facility, then you know the whole profile. Usually we say, put the facility profile here. Like in Nepal, when we're talking about the facility profile, like the hospital is upgraded to different, let's say PH is upgraded to a hospital. And this particular year, you can get that through here. And then you can analyze it in the GIS also. And this is basically for GIS. Huh? Clear the cache, that's fine. And here, this is the other thing which we implemented. In a big country, you have lots of hierarchy. Yeah, like in Bangladesh, we have lots of like 20,000 org units or 24,000 org units. And then what we saw, when you're loading the whole tree. Here you can minimize that one. Okay? Just load only when I log in, the user has Sierra Leone. and just show 2 levels only. Not everything. Don't load everything at once, because then the system will be very, very slow. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So we always say which level you should catch at one time. Because if you load, like sometimes in some of the browser we had the problem that like it was just running, not showing up. And this is the one of the way to minimize it. Okay? Just showing you different options what we have made so that we can make the system much faster and easier to use at the different level, especially if we have a bad internet connectivity. Okay? Yeah, let's come around here. Yeah, this is for analysis, standard deviation. You can set your deviation to 1.5, 3, or 5, that one. And if you want standard deviation, and then you can ask him, because like he explained about standard deviation, right? 2 days back. This is other thing. Like, you know, like we wanted multi-org unit. That means we select a district and all the hospitals here to do the data entry. You click here, you will enable multi-org unit data entry. Okay, this is all in settings, general settings, okay? Then is here, omit indicator value with 0 numerator in data mart. Like in numerator, we are already, if it's 0, then he just like omits it. Yeah, you can just check that one in. Yeah, let's go for appearance. I'm just like rushing through. So if you have, if I'm fast or if you want it more, like just tell me. Okay? Here, this is the place where you can give the title. Like now it is DHS to Sierra Leone. If I want to say DHS to HMIS or DHS to Academy, I do it here. This is the appearance part of the settings. Okay? And just save. And now it is changed there. You can change, you can also give the welcome message, application notification. Like when you click on one place, you can go to other links. Just go up or go down. You can also give the flag. So let's just say Vietnam, for example, and save. Before here, you see the whole thing, the flag, everything up. Okay, you can customize anything. Okay, then quickly one more time, we go for maintenance, settings, and then like we are going for appearance. There is also one more quick thing, the startup page. You can set like once when you log in, what should be the startup page. Not the dashboard, but like you can also set, okay, startup page should be data entry or org unit or GIS. So you can set the startup page what you want. So when a user logs in, what you want him to see. But usually we say dashboard because it's good. From there you can go to any place. Yeah? Like for example here, dashboard, you have all the things, reports, data elements, other things, what you want to see in the first. Fine? Email, I don't want to go, you can set the email, configure email things, but yeah, that's fine. And the access, you already know it. Okay? So what we have gone through the user role, yeah, and system settings. How we can try to configure and change things. Fine? Assignments? Okay, 2 less assignments.
Hello. I have one question related to the hierarchy organization. So if we want to assign the user role for the health facility, so but if we assign the user role for only the organization health facility. So when we go to data entry, you will see only health facility, right? So do you have any way that we can see any hierarchy upper? Because if we see only health facility, we don't know which province, which district that health facility located. Because some NGO like in Cambodia, it has the same NGO like CWPD located in Phnom Penh City, Siem Reap Province, Kampong Cham Province. So if we set only for NGO, so it see only CWPD or the organization unit. So we don't know which province.
Now this is different. So when you're assigning a user to a particular org-unit, like from choosing all the things, that's fine. But that user want to see whether I'm right, you can see it in other way. You can see it in let's say a PO table, the hierarchy, show hierarchy. Then you can see where your facility is. You can also go for see the profile, and then you can see which org-unit you belong to or hierarchy. I guess like in the profile we have hierarchy. No, I guess like we can implement that one. Okay, like in the profile, like when we say you belong to this particular nationality, or we have the account. Password, old password, retype. No, we don't really have a user. We have user by organizational unit. That's something. And this will share which org unit the user is belong to. For example, I click here. I select this one. And only those belongs to that particular org unit will be shown. Yeah, but like not for a particular user. If a user wants to see where is it located, you can see it in analysis, but not in their profile. I guess like we'll try to include that one in. Okay, we can write it down and we can include that one in the next release. Okay, any more question? People look really tired. But there is party, right? Soon in 1.5 hours. Start now. Okay? Fine? Let's just see. What's the time? 20 more minutes. Okay, shall I show something very nice? So now we know about user role, access, and everything, right? System settings, everything. Okay? Quickly, I'll show you about the reports. So, any comments? Fine? Okay, now I'll just quickly show you, we have seen all kind of different options, right, for analysis. But sometimes we want standard report, like when it's formatted report. So for that, I go for services, reports, and these are the different reports what we have. Standard report, dataset reports, and everything. Standard report is something if you know iReport or if you know HTML, you can create your own report in whichever way you want. Okay? I'll show a few examples which is there. So standard report. So I'll first click on the first report, ANC Cumulative. This is the report which we created in iReport, okay? We created a PO table, and then we made the iReport. The people who want to learn iReport, we can have a session only for that particular group because it's a bit complicated. You have to know how to do it. We can do it in either the Sunday or Sunday morning. Martin or Tui can come around here, and they can help you up on training on iReport. So how many people want training on iReport? Everyone? Okay? Yeah. Good. So we can have a small group session on training on iReport, how you can make iReport. How many people know here on HTML? Same group? Okay. So now I'll just show you the output. Like this is not, this is where you generate, huh? This is not how you create it, how you design it, huh? So I'll just say create. I select a org unit, get report. Now, this is one very simple report which we created. You have chart here, and you also have data. This is one of the standard report what we created it. So you can create your iReport like this, very, very easy. It does not take so much longer time. This is the simplest iReport what you can create. Okay? And then we go back. We select the HTML report. HTML gives you more flexible, more freedom. If you know, you can do anything in HTML report. So now I select 1 month, get report. Look, you have one chart, all the different things, whatever you want to show in a report, you get it on here. You can also create formatted reports and other things, it's also fine. It's up to you. How do you want to design it? DHS allows you to create any kind of HTML report, yeah, including all maps, charts, and everything. Okay, this is the standard report, just like where people can just click and get the report. Designing, we can have a session only on designing of the iReport. iReport and HTML report is a bit technical, so I'm just warning you already. So it will be, yeah, just good programming, not programming or designing. Okay, we go back. One more here, immunization overview. This is also a HTML report. Like you have logo, you have children immunized, these are the different things, and then you have chart. Okay? So you can design these kind of reports if you want. Okay? With your logo and with other things and all. And we can teach you how we can do this one. Fine? Okay. If you see like 2 days back, you designed the form, right? Or yesterday. Data entry screen using custom forms. Yeah? Now I go back, say services reports. We saw standard report. And this is dataset report. So dataset report is just like it will show you exactly like how the form is, but like for different hierarchy. You enter the data at your facility level, but you want to generate for the national or the province, you can do this one here. I select a data set. Let's just say, yeah, mother, no, that's, yeah. Or reproductive health, that's fine. It's fine, monthly. And I'll take one province. So this is the data entry screen, and it will aggregate and will give it to you. Okay. Let's go back and let's take some form which has been designed. Data. So here now I'll just change the data set to ART monthly summary. Yeah, the first one, ART monthly summary. Implementing partner, let's just take path. And the project. Yeah. And then, yeah, that's fine. If you see, this is the screen which we designed in the custom form. And you see the data set exactly like on here. And the good thing about data set report, if you are entering the data in a facility, you can look it for in a year or for a province. The same form, you can generate it up and you can print it up. Okay? That is data set report. So we have standard report where you can customize your own output. You have data set report where you can view your data entry screen at a higher level and different periodicity. Now we go to one more, services, reports. You remember, like I told you, like you have to click on completeness, complete in data entry screen. Yeah? So now I take reporting rate summary. Click on here. I select, let's say, Just come down. This one, reproductive health service. Yeah. And period type monthly. And we take one province and get report. So here it will show actual report submitted, how much was expected, how much was, what's the percentage, how many health facilities were reported on time, yeah, and its percentage. Okay, so this is like will happen when you click on complete button only. That's why like we always say, when you enter the data entry, please click on complete. When you click on complete, it will run the validation rules and also will take the timestamp. This is the time like when report was submitted. Okay, and then you can generate this one. Yeah, let's take some different month probably. No. Yeah, let's see if they have. Yeah, you see here. Actual report was 3, expected was 4, 75%, and report on time was 3. Okay, same thing you can see it in other places. 3 and 2, all the things. And here, expected report was 7, 3 were submitted, and all the 3 were submitted on time. Okay, so now we know 3 things: standard report, data set report, and reporting rates. Quickly, I'll just show you about Orgunit report, and then I guess we can break. Yeah.
I actually have a question about the user and user module. Do you have any plans to eventually integrate some automated password recovery either via SMS or secondary email address? Because I think even if we don't require password changes, sometimes people forget their passwords and are unable to log in. Thanks.
To be honest, I'm a bit unsure. Let's see. We have something called forgot password here, and that will actually send out the email only though. It's email only today. I don't think I have SMS for this now. I think it's on email only. But no, that's something we can look at. Definitely, because it's using the messaging system, so it should be possible to send out an SMS and everything also. But I think for most cases, you're trying to log on to the desktop anyways, so you will have an email available probably. So I think for most cases that should be fine. Yeah. But we can if you have a request for it, send it to the user list and we can discuss it there. No, that's next week, the community talk. Yeah.
Yeah, that we'll talk about tomorrow. Matthew will talk about the user list and community, how you can join and things. Okay? How you can request these kind of features. Fine? So, one more quick thing about reports. So, reports are in services reports. And then we Orgunit distribution report. Select, let's say one province. Let's just take type, get report. So here, what you're seeing, like, just go up. I'm saying from this particular, like all the way up. From this particular province, this is my group set called type. You remember the first day you created the group set, right? Type and ownership. I say, show me all the Orgunit in this particular province, like all the things. So here, let's say, okay, this particular district has so much CHC, so much clinic, so much hospital, and everything. Okay? And if you say like, no, I don't want it in this particular province, I want it for whole country, I click on Sierra Leone. And then you get the whole details. Okay? You can also say all details by province. And now I say ownership. And I'll take one province. And I say get chart. And then you can see how much are NGO, how much are faith-based and other things, private clinic. And these are number of org units which you have linked in that particular group. Okay? So this is org unit distribution report or chart. So you want to say like in my country, how many health facilities are there? And then you can get out here. Or in this province, how many district hospitals are there? You can get it here. Just the number count. And you can also see what are the different types of health facilities I have. And you can get it out here. Okay? So in the reports, we have standard reports. We have data set report, reporting rate, and org unit distribution report. Report table is nothing. That when you create a pure table, favorite, that's the report table. So don't worry about that. Fine? Okay, any doubts? Any question? No? 52. 8 minutes more. 8 minutes more. Okay? Fine? So users, reports. That's what we did today. Okay, very quick thing. No assignments yet.